Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Alina, and in today's tutorial I will teach you how to create this gorgeous bracelet. It's a beginner friendly bracelet. It's super easy to make, only 2 steps, and it requires only 3 materials. So you're just going to need some bugle beads, 6mm on the back, some 11/0 Toho seed beads, and some 4mm fire polish crystal. Now if you don't have fire polish, you can try bicon 4mm, even pearls 4mm. You can use anything 4mm. I think it will go very nice, and I think it's nice to create different designs. This is sparkly, and I like the combination of this turquoise with the bronze color, but I think if you make it with pearls, it will look more classy and more like everyday use. So I urge you, if you can, please try to make this, even if you are a new beginner. I am sure you can make it because it's so easy to create this gorgeous bracelet. So let's get started. Now let's check the materials. I will use Fireline 6LB, but this time I will use smoke color. I think it's blending better with the bronze beads. Then I will use a clasp, magnetic clasp, bronze. You can use any clasp you want. I'm using magnetic, but make sure it's a very strong clasp, magnet I mean, so it will not open. Then I will use 11 Toho seed beads, bronze color, some 4mm fire polish, this nice teal color or turquoise, I don't know how to call it, it's a summery color. Then you're going to need some Miyuki seed beads, not seed beads, bugle beads, sorry. It's 6mm. If you never work with bugle beads, they are just some cylinder shaped beads, and they come in different sizes from 3 to 12, I think, millimeter, but I will be using 6mm today. They are very common and you can find them in the bead store, and they are not very expensive. And of course a needle of your choice, because I will not be working with 15 or seed beads. I can use a thicker needle, and it will be easier to work on. So let's get started. Start by adding thread to your needle. 180 centimeter I like to work, or 60-70 inches of thread. You can add as much as you want and as much as is comfortable for you. And this part, it's super repetitive. It's a bit tedious, but it will go fast. So you're going to pick up 2 bugle beads, and then you're going to let them go on the thread down, and you make sure you leave a tail about 20 centimeter or 6-7 inches of tail, so you can add the clasp later. So I have these 2 bugle beads here. I will go back through the first one I just added, like this. We are going to work to make ladder stitch, but with bugle beads. Now when I'm going to pull, you will see how these 2 bugles sits right next to one another. What you want to make sure is that they always sit nice and tight together. So now my thread is exiting from the first bugle. I'm going down to the second one because I want to add another one. It's just like building a ladder, like this. And then I'm going to pull, and then you're going to pick up another bugle bead. Your thread is exiting the second one down. You're going to the same one upper side, just like this. And again you're going to pull, and here you want to make sure they sit together like this. You don't want to see thread or empty holes between the bugle beads. Now I'm ready to step up, so I want to move my thread to the next bugle. Now it's exiting the second one. I will go through the third one that I just added, and again I'm going to pull. Now I will pick up another bugle. My thread is exiting on the upper side of this bead. I am going through the same bugle down like this, and again when I pull I make sure everything is nice and tight. Now I will step up. My thread is exiting this bugle. I'm going through the next one. So that's it. That's all you have to do. It's taking a little bit more time, this process, this step. The embellishment is so much faster, but I think it's worth it. I don't know if you ever work with bugle beads. Tell me in the comments if you are a beginner, or maybe you work in the past, or maybe you still have some in the stash and you don't know how to use them. I will go back through this. This is a very, very friendly beginner project because it has just 2 steps and they are so repetitive that you don't even have to concentrate a lot, but it's relaxing. This is good. So I'm going to pull like this, then I'm going through the next bugle like so. But all the time what I want to make sure it's that the bugles, they sit close to one another. Okay, this is the thing you gotta make sure now, and I will show you, because even if I make it like this, I will show you in my project in the end they separated a little bit. What I was supposed to do, you see how they look? They have there is some space in between. I could have gone again, like for example here, I don't like how it's looking here. I should have gone again and reinforced it, but because the time didn't allow me, I make this project super fast to make sure I have a video for you nice ladies this week. So I was a bit sloppy here, but you don't have to be. So please make sure you go all the way around after you embellish the bracelet. Anyway, it's not a problem if it's like this, you don't see that part, but if you are a perfectionist and you want to make sure everything is nice and tight, you can totally do this. So let me take this again. I will show you one more time, and then you're going to make it as long as you want it to be. I make mine a little bit too long, I think, for my wrist. I will show you now like this. Okay, so you keep going until you have the desired length, with the mention that when you make the embellishment you're going to add the crystal on one bugle, you're going to skip one and move to the next one. So each 3 bugles is going to have an embellishment. This is going to have an embellishment, the next 3 are going to have an embellishment. So that's why maybe at the end I will show you what happened with my project, which is not a problem for me, but again you can correct this. At the end, this was my end. This was my end. Here you can see I have a little bit of gap, like 1 bugle bead, because when I started, you don't see this, because I was supposed to go, I was here, I skip one, I go through the next one. Yes, so 1 remain. I had 1 extra bugle bead. If you are very if you think it's a bother or something like this, you want to make sure when you embellish you have the right amount of bugle beads. And what you can do, for example, when you embellish, if you see you need 1 more bugle to have the right amount, with this leftover thread that we leave it to add the clasp, you can totally add another bugle or even 2 if you feel the need that you need to add more. So now you're going to finish this part, and I will meet you in a second to show you the embellishment. Welcome back. Now let me show you how to do the embellishment. I just created a little bit of the bracelet, but first we're going to add the clasp because it's super easy and you can add it and then continue the embellishments. So you're going to pick up 4 11/0 seed beads like this, 4. My thread is exiting the upper side of this bugle. I have my 4 11/0. I'm going to pick my clasp and run through the hole like this. So you will end up with something like this. Then you go back through the last 11/0 you just added, the last one. And again you're going to pull. When you're going to pull, it will look like this. In a minute you will see what we created, and then we're going to pick up 3 more 11/0s and you're going through this bugle right here, the same one but on the opposite side. Yes, and now when I'm going to pull, you will see we created this lovely V shape. So it's 3 seed beads, the 4th one that I'm coming back, and 3 more. And now I want to reinforce, so my thread is exiting this bugle here. I'm going back through the 4 11/0 right here like this, and through the clasp hole, first to the 11/0s. Yes, pull, then through the clasp. Then I want you to go back only through, you can go through all, but if you want to see it better, you go through this again, the pivoting seed bead. Yes, and again the 3 one right here like this, and there you have it. Then you can make it one more time. The important thing is that you're exiting through a bugle, so you don't leave your thread onto a 11/0 and start to embellishment. You go back through, exit through the bugle. So now I will pick up an 11/0, a 4mm fire polish, and an 11/0. This will be our sequence for embellishment the whole time. Our thread is exiting the first bugle right here. I will skip the next one and go to the 3rd, but the opposite direction, because I want it to be diagonal. Okay, so I will not go on the same direction where is my thread exiting right now. I will go through the neck to the 3rd one, so I will always skip bugle, so I make place for the fire polish to sit nicely. And now when I'm going to pull, it will sit like this. Okay, so now you're going to pick up a 11/0, a fire polish, and an 11/0. Our thread is exiting this bugle. I will skip the next one and go through the 3rd from where I'm exiting, always on the opposite direction of our thread. What you want to have in mind now, make sure when you pull you don't leave this to get tangled in the previous embellishment. Don't let the thread be like this. Okay, so I'm pulling gently and I have my 2nd fire polish here. Let's do another one. 11/0, fire polish, 11/0. Our thread is exiting here, this fire polish. I skip this, bugle. I skip this bugle, I go through the next one. The embellishment, it's very, very, very fast, but as I told you, you have to make sure with the thread like this. You see how it's coming out super nice and easy. Again, 11/0, fire polish, 11/0. Here is the thread. skip one, go to the next one. And pull. So again 11-0, fire polish 11-0. My thread is exiting this bugle. I will skip this, go through the next one. Let's see how many more I can make on this side. Here, skip one, go through the next one. So here it's exactly the same situation I was talking about. No, actually I have perfect number because my thread is exiting this bugle. I will skip this and go through the next one. By coincidence I got it the perfect number, but if you feel like you have only one and you need another one, you can add with this thread, you know, like you can add with this thread that we leave it here. For me I have the last three, which is good. So this is what I got. Look how nice and beautiful it is, and I like that it has a fluidity, a mobility. It's very nice. It's moving very easy. Yes, and then what you're going to do, you're going to add the clasp on this side. So you're going to add 3 11-0, 4 actually in the beginning, 4 11-0 the other side of the clasp, and 3 more on this side. As I mentioned, if you don't like it on the back and you still have thread, when you make the embellishment, the bugles separate a little bit, so you can go back and reinforce all of them just like this. I'm going through this one. As you can see, when I do this, the crystals come closer to one another, but make sure you don't over pull so they don't get on top of each other. I'm checking where is my thread, the remaining one. Yes, like this. Okay, I'm going like this, back through the next one, and so on. I think it's a nice safety measure also for this bracelet, because bugles tend to break the thread if it's not a good thread. They are sharp and they can damage the thread. So for example, here you see I have this gap. I don't like it because I already moved my thread like this. I will go back again through the previous bugle and I'm pulling, so now they are very good together. So you know what I mean now when I say I want them like to stay close, but don't over pull, so the beads, they stay nice. For me, if you don't you have no problem with this, for me I like it how it is like this. And I think handmade, it's all about imperfection and beauty in the same time, so you don't have to think about it. And I will show you how it's looking on the hand too, like this. I make it a little bit big because I got carried around. Even the clasp, it's looking very nice with the bronze. I think it's look classic and elegant. And again, for a beginner project, I think it's look very nice. Let me know in a comment what you think about this easy project we make this week. I love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, take care and bye bye.